Yes.
हमने ये समझ लिया कि आपके दो वर्टिकल्स हैं, एक तो फ्रेट फॉरवर्डिंग और एक सैस। अब हमें सर ये बताइए कि आपके कितने सेल्स और क्या कॉम्पोजिशन है दोनों का। सर नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज रिलेटेड टू दिस ओनली। आई सी देयर इज अ नेगेटिव कैश फ्लो फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन विच टेल्स मी दैट देयर इज अ ह्यूज कैपिटल रिक्वायरमेंट इन दिस बिजनेस, राइट? एंड टेल अस लिटिल बिट मोर दैट हाउ डू यू प्लान टू मिटिगेट दिस। आई मीन नेगेटिव से पॉजिटिव कैसे आ सकते हैं, या इस इंडस्ट्री का ये नेचर है? वेरी वाइटल क्वेश्चन। टेल मी अबाउट your competitors. Are there any in the listed space? If not, how are the unlisted companies doing in your space? नमस्कार दोस्तों, मैंगलोर कर्नाटका से मैं विष्णु अग्रवाल आपका एक बार फिर से स्वागत करता हूं। दोस्तों आज हम आए हैं शिपवेब्स ऑनलाइन लिमिटेड में और आज हम मिलेंगे इनके प्रमोटर श्री आविद जी से और ग्रुप फाइनेंस हेड अजय जी से। इससे पहले कि मैं डिस्कशन स्टार्ट करूं और ये जानूं क्या ये आईपीओ प्रोसीड से क्या करने वाले हैं, दोस्तों एक ज़रूरी सूचना। आप लोग में से बहुत जन ऐसे हैं जो कि चैनल को देख के सब्सक्राइब नहीं कर रहे हैं। प्लीज़ चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए। दिस इज़ नॉट अ बाय और सेल रिकमेंडेशन, इट इज़ ओनली फॉर इन्फॉर्मेशन पर्पज़, ताकि आप कंपनी को और बेहतर तरीके से जान पाएँ। स्टॉकनक्स का AI एनेबल्ड ऐप अब लाइव है ऐप स्टोर और प्ले स्टोर में, प्लीज़ डाउनलोड कीजिए। तो जैसा कि मैंने कहा था, चलिए मिलते हैं प्रोमोटर से और ग्रुप फाइनेंस हेड से। सर वेलकम टू स्टॉकनक्स।
थैंक यू सर,
वेलकम।
आपका भी वेलकम है मैंगलोर को।
थैंक यू सो मच
सर,
थैंक यू सो मच,
बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आपका।
धन्यवाद सर। सर आपके से बहुत सारी बातें करनी है हमें, लेकिन आप स्टार्ट करेंगे दो सवाल से। पहले आप अपना ग्रुप के बारे में बताइए और दूसरा ये बताइए आप करते क्या हैं।
जी, तो पहले हमारे ग्रुप के बारे में, वी आर पार्ट ऑफ मुक्का प्रोटीन्स लिमिटेड।
ओके, जो एक लिस्टेड कंपनी,
जो एक लिस्टेड कंपनी है। लास्ट ईयर उसका लिस्टिंग हुआ था। इट वाज अ गुड लिस्टिंग, इट गॉट सब्सक्राइब्ड मोर देन 130 टाइम्स। सो वी आर अ फिश मील कंपनी, हम लोग मच्छी के लिए खाना बनाते हैं।
ठीक है।
सो वी आर इंडियाज लार्जेस्ट फिश मील कंपनी और लार्जेस्ट एक्सपोर्टर ऑफ फिश मील। And
this is about the Mukka protein.
Mukka proteins. Yeah. About Shipwaves, if I have to say, Shipwaves is is a separate company where the Mukka directors are also shareholders and directors.
Okay.
So Shipwaves was an idea. Before it was a company, it was an idea first. In 2015, we wanted to build a solution to solve our logistics problem because we export to more than 25 countries in the world. So we were really struggling with procurement of freight. We were struggling with tracking our containers.
So I'll just stop you in between. So you mean to say, when you say we, means Mukka Protein was struggling to export their goods.
Yeah.
And there was a problem that you identified and you wanted to solve that.
Right.
And that you are solving through Shipwaves.
Right.
Please carry on.
So that problem is universal problem. It's not only India specific. हर सारे दुनिया में ये problem है कि कंटेनर ऑनलाइन बुकिंग नहीं कर सकते आप। सो हम लोग सोच रहे थे कि उस टाइम में 2015 में आप प्लेन टिकट्स, बस टिकट्स, मूवी टिकट्स, जो भी बोलो ऑनलाइन बुक कर सकते थे आप।
करेक्ट।
सो हम लोग सोच रहे थे क्यों कंटेनर ऑनलाइन नहीं मिल सकता है।
सही है।
क्यों ओरिजिन पोर्ट, डेस्टिनेशन पोर्ट सर्च बुक कर नहीं सकते। सो उस टाइम में मेरे सिस्टर मेक माई ट्रिप में काम कर रही थी। तो वी सेड वी वांट टू बिल्ड अ सोल्यूशन फॉर इन हाउस हमारे कंपनी के लिए, where we want to take all the codes from everybody and origin port, destination port, search book करेंगे वो।
ठीक है।
तो then we realized that this has great potential.
Okay.
And this can be a separate company in itself.
Okay.
So we hired the best tech talent We had people from Apple, ex-Apple, HP, सब और बहुत सारे लोग जुड़ गए हमारे साथ, लॉजिस्टिक्स के लोग, सब लोग, एंड वी बीइंग वन ऑफ द लार्जेस्ट लॉजिस्टिक्स प्लेयर इन द कंट्री,
करेक्ट,
हमारे पास शिपिंग लाइन्स सबके साथ एक्सेस था. सो हमने एक प्रोडक्ट बनाया वेयर वी टू कॉल द रेट्स ऑफ मल्टीपल शिपिंग लाइन्स, फॉरवर्डर्स, सारे रोड ट्रांसपोर्ट ले लो, CHAs ले लो, सब we digitized more than 10 million rates.
ओके,
And that we built our own rate engine. And then we thought this is we are turning into something called a digital freight forwarder.
हाँ,
So whatever a freight forwarder does manually, we will do it using the latest technology tools. Then we researched online. There were few companies doing things in US, in Europe, in Hong Kong. सब अर्ली स्टेजेस थे. दिस वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट 2015, बैक देन,
ठीक है.
10 साल पहले की बात है. तो वी स्टार्टेड, वी बिल्ड द टेक्नोलॉजी प्लेटफॉर्म एंड देन वी स्केल्ड अप, वी बिल्ड न्यू मोर एंड मोर टेक्नोलॉजी, एंड एज वी बिल्ड मोर टेक्नोलॉजी we started getting customers for our technology platform.
ठीक है.
Now we have more than 20 plus enterprises, some Fortune 500 companies using our tech platform.
Oh wow.
And we've expanded to India, Dubai, and we have plans to expand further.
ठीक है. So sir, I'm just
Yeah.
summarizing this and correct me if I'm wrong. So आपने एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म बनाया है जहाँ एक कंटेनर आपके वेयरहाउस से पिक होगा और जहाँ आपको भेजना है वहाँ पे जाके ड्रॉप होगा, और आप उस प्लेटफॉर्म में सारे रेट्स को एग्रीगेट करते हैं जितनी शिप लाइन्स हैं, और उसका प्राइस देते हैं, जो हमको कंसाइनर को जो समझ में आता है उसको सिलेक्ट करके उसके थ्रू वो अपना गुड्स भेज सकता है. Am I right?
जी, यू आर राइट, बट इसको डिटेल में अगर समझाना है तो रेट एक ही मैटर नहीं है. एक शिपमेंट के दौरान बहुत सारे ईमेल एक्सचेंज, जो हमारे इंपोर्टर एक्सपोर्टर कम्युनिटी है उनको पता होगा, इस फील्ड, लॉजिस्टिक्स फील्ड में जो लोग हैं उनको पता होगा इस फील्ड में क्या प्रॉब्लम्स है.
ठीक है.
सारे चीज़ मैनुअल होते हैं, फ़ोन कॉल्स करना पड़ेगा आपको, ईमेल करना पड़ेगा, हज़ारों लोगों के साथ ईमेल करना पड़ेगा, उसको टैबुलेट करना पड़ेगा, फिर नेगोशिएशन होगा, फिर ये होगा. सो बहुत सारे इनएफिशिएंसीज है.
तो ये टच पॉइंट सारा आप खत्म कर,
ये सारे टच पॉइंट्स को हमने डिजिटाइज कर दिया है, सीमलेस बना दिया है सारे लोगों को, चाहे वो शिपर हो, चाहे वो फॉरवर्डर हो, चाहे वो लॉजिस्टिक्स थर्ड पार्टी लॉजिस्टिक्स प्लेयर हो जो ट्रकिंग करता है, जिसके पास वेयर हाउस है, जिसके पास CHA है, सारे प्लस कंसाइनिंग, सबको एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म में ला दिया. सब कम्युनिकेशन प्लेटफॉर्म के अंदर ही होता है. सो जो फॉरवर्डर करता है काम वो सब हम डिजिटली करते हैं.
ठीक है. तो
सो एफिशिएंसी जो एक लोग, जो बाकी फॉरवर्डर्स हो, बाकी कंसाइनर्स हो, शिपर्स हो, उनको आर्मी ऑफ पीपल रखना पड़ता है. ये सब
यहाँ पे सिर्फ आपके प्लेटफॉर्म में
आ सकते हैं. सब कम्युनिकेशंस आर ऑल कैप्चर्ड, एंड वी आर डूइंग सम अदर थिंग्स आल्सो. वी आर डेवलपिंग AI tools for some
so you are upgrading that
yes, we are continuously, we've been spending a lot of money on R&D from last 10 years, and that process continues.
So where is the revenue that you are earning from? One that I understand is the users or the consigners who is paying you what, as a service fee, or what is that revenue?
Yeah, so the revenue is exactly what revenue that the forwarder earns.
Okay.
Forwarder earns revenue from movement of trucks, movement of containers, ocean custom clearance बोलो आप, storage बोलो, ये सारे चीज़ में forwarder को उसके मार्कअप मार्जिन्स रहते हैं.
ठीक है.
तो वो मार्जिन्स तो आते हैं, बट इसके साथ में हमारे रेवेन्यू स्ट्रीम सॉफ्टवेयर से भी आता है.
मतलब ये पूरा सॉफ्टवेयर भी आप बेचते हैं?
इस सॉफ्टवेयर भी हम लोग बेचते हैं. और क्योंकि हम लोग डिजिटल फॉरवर्डर है, हमारा रीच अनलाइक अभी आप देखेंगे कोई फॉरवर्डर्स, दे विल बी एबल टू वर्क ओनली इन से मैंगलोर, because he doesn't have access to
there is a geographical
restriction, whereas because of our platforms we get inquiries from across the world.
ठीक है.
So yeah,
so there are two angles, different.
Yeah,
one
the
is
last
SaaS.
angle is that because of our tech platform, our cost of operations is much less than a regular phone.
I understand. And you sell the software also, so you earn from the SaaS as a product also.
Yes.
I mean SaaS from SaaS also, and from the forwarding. So
Forwarding,
there are
yes.
two nature.
Yes.
So now I'll come to Ajay ji.
Yes.
हमने ये समझ लिया कि आपके दो वर्टिकल्स हैं, एक तो फ्रेट फॉरवर्डिंग और एक SaaS. अब हमें सर ये बताइए कि आपके कितने सेल्स और क्या कॉम्पोजिशन है दोनों का.
Yes. So from freight forwarding, we are currently doing 90 crores,
ओके.
and from SaaS it's about 18 crores.
So total 108 crores.
108 crores for financial year ending 25.
25.
Yes.
So majority of the business is from freight forwarding.
Yes. As
right?
on date it is.
Now give us an idea of the margins and the total PAT.
So margin in freight forwarding can range anywhere between 8% to 25%.
ठीक है.
And in SaaS it is generally on a higher side, depending upon case to case contracts and all. It ranges from 40 to 65% as well.
So this is you're saying as the gross margin or the PAT margin?
Gross margins.
Gross. And what is the PAT margin?
PAT margin from freight forwarding would be somewhere 12%
Okay.
with all the other expenses.
And SaaS?
SaaS would be let's say maybe 20-25%.
So SaaS is always a high margin
Yes,
business
yes.
for you, but it has a low composition. I mean
As on-
share in the total revenue.
Yes, yes.
So what are the plans ahead? आप कहाँ focus करना चाहते हैं आने वाले दिन में?
See, our original idea is digital freight forwarding.
Correct.
That's how two verticals emerged. One
Right.
is freight forwarding and those entities which are only looking for a software.
ठीक है.
Means they don't want to hand over their freight forwarding activity to us, but they want our tool to be utilized for their in-house standalone software. So
ठीक है.
that's how the things have emerged. Going ahead with this AI-driven
Technology.
improvements and adoption. Technology adoption is the biggest challenge in
Correct.
any industry.
Correct.
So this shipping is the last portion I have to say for that matter. So over the years, in next 5 years, definitely there is a tremendous growth potential available, especially in the SaaS side.
SaaS है.
Yes.
ठीक है. So can you give us some idea about the clientele for both these segments?
Yeah. So clientele that we work with multiple players
Okay.
in India, in Dubai. SaaS clientele are basically abroad, in US, in Europe, in other parts of the world. There are some companies in India as well. We work with Sterlite, we work with Grasim, Shai Exports, who use our software, who are our SaaS customers. These are a few names I'm giving.
And on the freight forwarding part?
Freight forwarding part, we work with multiple companies in India and in UAE. We work with other forwarders also, Kool and Nagel, everybody, we work with everybody. So, Ajay was talking about technology adoption in
Yes.
India. So, again, this is something that is something which is we are very passionate about. Our promoters, our directors, people behind Mukka are all young people who are.
And we understand you have 6 promoters in the company.
We are all technology obsessed people. We use our smartphones and everything. So what we have seen, we were one of the invitees when the national logistics policy was unveiled by the Prime Minister. So that time there's a lot of intent by the government. When it comes, they have started something called ULIP. This is similar to what the government has done in UPI, in banking. But then what has happened is the incumbent players, all of them adopted, the banks, the people, everybody. In India, we are seeing that people are not really utilizing the potential that the government has built in technology for pushing people towards technology. And this is where companies like we come in. We will help on both sides of the equation. We will help the government use some of our techs, as well as we will bring in participants.
Understand.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what we understand that you have some association with banks also. Please tell us about that.
We have association with banks where we are linked with them in their trade platforms.
Okay.
We have developed one-click trade regularization.
And what these banks?
The ICICI Bank, HDFC
Okay.
Bank,
Okay.
all these banks.
So the trade facility.
Trade documentation
Okay.
is a big pain point. Freight tracking is a big pain point for banks.
And this is where you get associated with these banks.
Yes.
I'll again come back to Ajay ji. Tell me an absolute number, in terms of absolute number, what was your PAT last year?
PAT last year on a consolidated basis is around 12 crores.
So you have a subsidiary in this company?
Yes, we have one subsidiary.
In Shipwebs?
Yes, yes.
What does that company do?
Shipwebs Online LLC, Dubai. It's in Dubai.
So it's a foreign subsidiary
Yes,
that you
yes.
have created.
We are holding 87% of that entity.
Okay. Now, your revenue in FY22 standalone was around 57 crore, which grew to 96 crore in 24, right? So it was mainly driven by the freight forwarding business only.
Yes, majorly on a freight forwarding side till 2024.
20.
25 has been little on the SaaS side. So SaaS has also grown.
So your focus is down on the SaaS product because that yields you higher margin.
Yes.
Correct? But as we understand the IPO proceeds, the IPO money that you're raising that money to deploy it for working capital,
Yes.
right? Majority
Yes,
of the
yes,
money.
yes.
And that money, you may add, sir, that money is basically for the freight forwarding business, which yields you less margin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Yeah, I will answer that question.
Yeah.
See, technology is something that we've been building over the last 10 years.
Correct.
So most of the capex in technology is done. Of course, we need to hire more people, but then because of the margins in technology, what Ajay was saying, 25% is all earlier. Now we are looking at much higher margin plays. So we are hopeful that we will do it through our own internal accruals. There's no capex spending on technology as such.
Okay.
And the reason why the technology sales have shot up in the last 2 years is because last 1 year, 1.5 years is because we hired the best of the best in the industry. We hired Mr. Hussaini Bhora, who was the Asia Pacific Director of Project 44, which is a gigantic company in this field. And Mr. Sheel Rupalia, he's from DP World. He was heading the SaaS sales of DP World.
Oh.
So these two guys.
So you are strengthening the marketing part there for the SaaS product.
Yes. And when they joined and they were able to market the platform to multiple companies.
Okay.
So we do not see a major capital requirement in that area.
SaaS, but there you have the requirement.
Here we have a requirement because the freight forwarding industry itself, we see a lot of growth, and unlike others, so far we've been funding it through our own capital, and we believe that now is the time. Now we can really scale up, and we can multiply our revenues.
So next question is related to this only. I see there is a negative cash flow from operation, which tells me that there is a huge capital requirement in this business, right? And tell us little bit more that how do you plan to mitigate this? I mean, नेगेटिव से पॉजिटिव कैसे आ सकते हैं, या इस इंडस्ट्री का ये नेचर है?
जी सर, ये इंडस्ट्री का नेचर तो नहीं कह सकते हैं, क्योंकि ये because both of us are chartered accountants, by the way, so we understand your question very well about negative cash flows. What I would like to point out is that we are one of the fastest growing companies. The Financial Times has listed us in the top 1,000 companies. So you see any early stage fast growing companies, you look at technology companies. We have seen companies like Zomato and all, which have been listed, and they've been at a market cap of 1 lakh crore, and they're losing 5,000, 6,000 crores a year. So we don't have a negative cash flows as such. It's just that the growth funding was like this. And post IPO, we believe this we will be completely cash positive. It's just a timing difference that gets captured on a particular date, and which gives you this negative cash flow.
Anything you want to add, sir, on this?
Yes, see, generally also, freight forwarding is little
capital oriented.
Capital oriented, and over the period we have grown. So money has grown, means gone into the development of our revenue. So growth of revenue has sought requirement of working capital.
कैन यू एक्सप्लेन द प्रोसेस कि आपका पैसा कहाँ ब्लॉक होता है इस वर्किंग कैपिटल साइकिल में?
Yes.
इफ आई एम अ कंसाइनर एंड एज सुन एज आई बुक अ कंसाइनमेंट फ्रॉम विच हैज टू बी टेकन फ्रॉम माय वेयरहाउस,
Yes.
वेयर इज योर मनी ब्लॉक्ड?
Yes. So the entire journey, right from your booking till delivery of goods, is handled by Shipways.
ठीक है.
Okay. There are n number of bits and pieces, logistics partners involved. I will handle them from day one. Okay. And I will book all my revenues at the end of the milestone which is completed. So I will book my revenue at the end. However, these intermediates who I have hired, when as soon as they complete their portion of work,
You have
they
to
will
make them the payment.
payment also, and in case of shipping line, I have to do on the spot, or maybe I'll get a week's time as a credit.
But the consigner pays you only
No,
when
no.
when the
No.
consignee receives.
No, after a few
Again,
days.
he will ask for some days of credit. So it has reached the destination. So entire process flow can go up to the journey plus the credit days will go up to 120 days.
And that is the period when your money is blocked.
Yes, correct.
Oh, and that's why to do more business you need more working capital.
Yes.
And hence you are raising the IPO proceeds to utilize there.
Yes.
So we believe that more working capital will multiply the top lines and the bottom line as well. So this is a good time for us to raise money. Yeah.
So before I move on to DRHP and ask you few DRHP related questions, sir, one very vital question. Tell me about your competitors. Are there any in the listed space? If not, how are the unlisted companies doing in your space?
Well, listed peers would be, there are listed peers, but they do not have tech sales.
So they don't have the
revenues.
SaaS angle.
No.
Oh.
So listed peers would be, I mean, Alcargo, Tiger Logistics, anybody, any forwarder which is listed is a listed peer. When we talk about unlisted peers, there are a few startups in India where they have been funded by venture capital. Companies like Kogoport, Wizfreight, Shipsea, GoComet.
And are they both doing both the verticals that you are into?
No. Wizfreight does digital freight forwarding. Kogoport does digital freight forwarding. Shipsea is a SaaS player. GoComet is a SaaS player.
And they are making money.
Making money.
I mean, at the PAT level, bottom line.
I do not have access to their financials because I am not very sure. But theirs is a burn model, so I'm not very sure whether they are profitable at the moment. So these are the listed peers in India. I mean, unlisted peers in India. Unlisted peers abroad would be Flexport in US.
Correct.
Which is backed by SoftBank. Forte in Europe, which is backed by Merckx. Then FreightOS in Hong Kong, which is backed by all these venture capital funds.
Sir, two things. I'll now touch upon the related party transaction. So I see there is a good amount of related party transaction. One is the sales that comes to you from Muka Protein. So 50% of your freight forwarding comes from Muka Protein, which is a group company in terms of the common promoters. Tell us, sir, it's a big risk. I mean, how do you see this and how do you plan to mitigate this?
I don't see it as a risk. It's a great opportunity. Because Muka is an incubator. Muka is the enabler. Muka Proteins gave us the platform. It was their logistics needs that gave birth to Shipways, and we were able to build technologies, do all our R&D with Muka, and Muka's business will never go. It is never going to go.
So it's an assured revenue
for it. It's an assured revenue of 70-80 crores, maybe more in a year. And this is not just related party transaction. Of course, I understand, like I said, we are all chartered accountants. But if you see, our margins are from other customers.
Right.
And we've always focused on getting the technology right. Like there were a lot of times when these venture capital funds approached us, and we could have really done the burn model. We didn't do that. We are a customer, shipper focused company.
Understood.
So it's only now that we've got the validation of our technology, and
now you're diversifying.
Now we believe that there is real scope for taking it up, and we've already done that. Now Muka used to be 100% for a great deal of time. Now we bought it to 50%, and we would want to bring it to less than we want to bring it to single digit, and you will see that happening in another
coming years,
in another 2 financial years.
ठीक है सर, आपका ऑफिस वी अंडरस्टैंड इज अ लीज प्रॉपर्टी, वो भी मुक्का प्रोटीन्स के नाम पे, एंड यू पे रेंट टू देम,
right?
That is there in the related party transaction,
Right.
How big a risk is that? And I mean
Well,
shipways can have their own offices or in the same.
Yeah, sure, we can have.
Because all these I am asking because you have
it's
closed.
of course, you have to ask these questions.
Yeah.
See, now offices, owning offices, we are a software company.
Correct.
We don't believe in a brick and mortar business. So owning office is not a great ROI for our investors. So we could rent it anywhere, and we don't see ourselves buying.
So you want to be cash asset light.
Asset light model. It's going to be asset light model.
ठीक है.
And रेंट तो देना ही, किसी को तो देना ही, तो I don't know.
ठीक है सर, आई मीन वी गॉट
yes,
इट.
yeah.
सिंस आपके ग्रुप कंपनी के पास एक फैसिलिटी है तो आपने उसको यूज कर रहे हैं, यू आर पेइंग रेंट. सर
Yeah,
बहुत
and
ह्यूज.
deeper collaboration हो जाता है.
सो वन फाइनल, बिफोर आई आस्क यू द फाइनल क्वेश्चन, एक बहुत बड़ा लिटिगेशन दिखता है प्रोमोटर्स के नाम पे कुछ कंपनी के नाम से.
जी.
ये क्या है सर, और आने वाले दिनों में ये कंपनी के लिए कितनी बड़ी प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है, थोड़ा इस पर क्लैरिटी देंगे?
जी, आपको तो पता है इंडिया में जब when you operate in India, there will be some of the other litigations, and our litigations are very minimal. Most of it has been declared during our Muka listing. It all started from an income tax search, and then other agency came into play. But then the original income tax case was in our favor. We've got decisions in our favor. So income tax cases have all closed. So we are expecting relief in other cases as well. But I do not perceive this as a risk as such for Shipways, because Shipways does not have any litigations.
Okay.
It is litigations which
in
is
the name of the personal, in the personal capacity of the promoters.
So
one last question.
जी sir.
Now that you will soon become a listed company, although you have an experience of being a listed company, आपकी ग्रुप कंपनी है, जब शिपवेज एक लिस्टेड कंपनी बन जाएगी तो यू विल हैव अ लार्ज शेयर होल्डर बेस, आपके इन्वेस्टर जुड़ेंगे, एंड एन इन्वेस्टर ऑलवेज वांट्स टू नो द फ्यूचर विजन, आगे 3-4 साल 5 साल में आप कंपनी को कहाँ लेके जाने वाले हैं प्रोमोटर्स. सो इफ आई हैव टू आस्क यू व्हाट इज द विजन, वेयर डू यू वांट टू टेक शिपवेव्स इन द नेक्स्ट 3 years or 5 years, give us a very small answer. I want answers from both of you.
Right. You want to go ahead first?
Yeah. So see, digitization was the first step in this field. So we have done it, and we are great that many of the Fortune 500 companies, Indian listed entities, big exporter houses are coming to our platform. And last 1.5 years we have seen so many of them coming. Now it's a evolving space. So AI, what you see in the day-to-day, this one is also applicable in this segment as well.
Okay.
To tell you little about when I had joined Shipways, I had also one thinking that there is something called as operational research. So
it's a subject
in our
chartered accounting.
So I was like, why people are not applying those things in practical? So we have seen just in time other costing matters we have known.
Yes.
But however, this is little advanced. Why it is not? So that's how the current scenario is developing in the our tech side.
Okay.
We have been asked by our clients to do that simulation model or transportation or linear programming kind of things. So those are evolving
So
concepts now.
with the incorporation of these features,
Yes.
if I can say,
Yes,
you're saying that you will add more value to the customer.
definitely, sir.
Ah.
See, so many parameters confine one shipment. So let's say a large FMCG company has so many factories at various international locations, and the consumption happens at various places, India, China, or America, or South African, anywhere. There is sudden disruption in trade. What you do? Do you go to Excel and do the things?
No.
It will be challenging.
Right.
Of course, you can do it with Excel, but if some tool is readily available,
Right, that will be more useful.
more useful. So let's say Trump put a tariff of 50% or 25% on any country. You give that input, and it will show that which factory has to send its material to which location.
I understand. So there are various kind of things that you need to
Yes.
add, and you want to upgrade your product with the
Yes.
technology.
And this helps all the multinationals in bringing their costs lower and lower, and efficiency would increase in the logistics space.
Got it, sir.
Wherever government says we want to bring to one digit costing, I think they say that line.
Yeah, bring it. So India's logistics cost is 13%, whereas the global average is around 8 to 9%.
Yes.
And there's a stated objective of the government to bring it down by 4%. But ये
Right.
4% कम होगा कैसे?
Correct.
It is not magically तो होगा नहीं.
नहीं.
You will have to bring lot of technology. You will have to optimize all your logistics costs. आपके freight हो, ये हो, सब movements हो, सब. So it's a very exciting times. आपने पूछा vision क्या है? Vision is very. I mean, we are very excited with the things that we have built already and the team that we have. हमारे logistics team हो, हमारे finance team हो, हमारे software team हो. We are all. It's a very nice mix of people. Our shipper, basically the heart and soul is of a shipper.
ठीक है.
तो ये सब सारे लोग साथ मिलके we want to really do something unique where we change the
Landscape.
landscape in a way
Sir,
where
one line answer if I can get from you. Do you see going ahead Shipwebs as a freight forwarding company, or as a technology company, or as a both?
well forwarding is something that we will not give. We will be a digital freight forwarder. If we are not a freight forwarding company,
So
we
more
are-
of a technology
We are
company.
a digital freight forwarder, and that is our DNA. And technology is something that we love, and this is something both will go on. I don't see a reason to choose between one.
Okay.
Both
The
can
mixture
go-
will change probably.
Probably the product mix will change a little bit, but then you cannot be a great SaaS guy if you have not done logistics yourself.
Correct.
And what is the point in doing logistics for the sake of logistics when you can't use technology? So
I understand,
Yeah.
sir. Rather, I understood, and
Yeah.
I mean, all the best for the upcoming IPO that
Thank you,
is soon
you,
to
Vishnu
be
sir.
open. So, thank you for giving your valuable time. आपने पूरा विस्तार से हमें सब कुछ बताया. I hope हमारे दर्शकों को बहुत सारी क्लैरिटी मिली होगी. And all the best for your upcoming IPO. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Vishnu ji. Thank you. Pleasure.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
तो दोस्तों ये थे आबिद जी और अजय जी. आशा करता हूँ आपको ये वीडियो और ये कन्वर्सेशन अच्छा लगा होगा. फिर से दोहराता हूँ, दिस इज़ नॉट अ बाय और सेल रिकमेंडेशन. फिर मिलते हैं एक नए शहर में नई कंपनी के साथ. तब तक खुश रहिए. अलविदा, नमस्कार.